Hello and welcome to another episode of Emerald Financial Small Caps Watch. I'm Bronte Moore and today I'm joined by Dr. Chris Richards, Managing Director of Apiam Animal Health. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you, Bronte. It's great to be here.
Chris, we've seen some changes in Apiam's business profile over the past 2 years. Can you tell us how the pandemic has affected Apiam?
Yeah, so Apiam has grown quite rapidly during the period of the pandemic and has continued to grow since then. During the pandemic, we saw an increase in pet ownership of about 20% as people were staying at home and looking for that companionship from their animals. So that started off in the pandemic and has continued on well into FY22. We also saw a change in population demographics, with people moving out of the capital cities into the rural and regional areas, and with them they've come out and they've also bought pets or other small hobby farms where they've had some livestock as well.
Chris, we see that Apiam has been busy acquiring new clinics. Can you tell us a little bit more about your acquisition strategy and what you look for in a clinic?
Yeah, so Apiam tend to acquire large clinics, between 5 and 20 vets in fast-growing regional, rural and peri-urban regions. So we're after very well-run clinics that have an excellent culture, and with that enables us to integrate our services and products into those businesses. You'll also see that our clinics are in a region, or where there's existing clinics within a region, or they may be large cornerstone clinics that to enable us to expand into a new region.
And with equine welfare in the news this time of year, can you tell us about Apiam's role within the industry and how it ties to Apiam's strategy?
Yeah, so horse racing is the lifeblood of many regional Australian towns, and we currently provide equine services through our mixed animal practices into the equine industry. But we're seeing some changes in what's happening in that industry with some very strong tailwinds, and that's seeing investment in the racing industry as well as other parts of the industry. And so we see what is currently a very fragmented model and the opportunity to put together a model very similar to what we've applied in other industries. And so that involves having a large cornerstone clinic within a key region, and then having other feeder clinics that can provide caseloads into that clinic. And so in the last few months, we've acquired 2 of these large cornerstone clinics. We acquired Scenic Rim, which is in Bow Desert in southeast Queensland, which is a very well-respected, large, high-performance clinic, and that is enabling horses from our other clinics to feed in there for more specialised services. And then last week we acquired Agnes Banks Equine Clinic, which is just outside of Sydney. It's again a very large equine veterinary clinic that provides services in that region, but is also a referral hospital for a number of other veterinary clinics that are providing horses in there for specialist services.
And Chris, going forward, what might investors see from Apiam in the year ahead?
Yeah, so at Apiam, we'll continue to execute on our strategy that we have for the last 18 months. So that'll involve organic growth initiatives. So our 2 main service programs, Best Mates, which is a subscription model for our companion animal business, as well as Pro Dairy, which is a service model that we've been rolling into the dairy industry in the last 18 months. So we've now got over 15% of the national herd on that program. We'll also see in our feedlot business, we'd expect that to start to recover as breeder cattle herd numbers increase over the next 12 months, and that'll support growth in our feedlot business. You'll also see a significant number of acquisitions, particularly market-leading larger clinics. So we're expecting these to add significant revenue to the business. In the last 5 months, we've acquired about $20 million worth of revenue, and we expect that trend to continue. And this is on the back of FY21, which was a fantastic year. We generated revenue of $126 million, which was up 6.6% on the prior year, and delivered a net profit after tax of $5.1 million, which was a 24% increase on the prior year. The other part of our business that we really expect to grow this year is our vaccine business. We acquired ACE Laboratories in December of 2019, and over the last couple of years, we've been developing new vaccines, and two of these new vaccines have only recently been released to the cattle industry. So we're expecting some very strong growth as those vaccines start to get some footprint across the market.
Well, Chris, it seems like the animal health industry has been very busy through the pandemic. Thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to watching Apiam grow.
Thanks, Bronte.